it's Alicia. Recently I've been watching the show on Netflix, Tidying Up with Marie Kondo, and it made me have the urge to clean up my room. So most of the mess in my room are gifts that I received from Christmas and a lot of things I just did not unpack yet. However, my room does get messy. I like to pile things up as I go and then just clean it after a while, so it gets clean, piles up till it gets messy, and then I clean it again. And I'm going to try to change that and just try the Konmari method. I guess I'll explain a bit what the Konmari method is. So basically it's by keeping any item that sparks joy to you and discarding any items that don't. So first I'm going to start with clothes. That is actually the one I'm most scared about because I do own a lot of clothes. Let's get started. Like in the Netflix show, I'm just gonna put all my clothes on my bed and pile it up, and then one by one choose what I keep and what I don't. And I mostly do sewing videos, so clothes and fashion is something I really care for, so I have a lot of it. Going through it might be a little harsh. So this is all of my clothes. I left out like socks, underwear, and hoodies because I will deal with those after. So now I'm gonna go one by one, choose what I keep, what sparks joy, and choose what I discard, what I do not want anymore, I do not need, that does not give me any happiness. So it's currently day 3 of me cleaning my room. I spent day 1 and day 2 all for my clothes, and I finally finished yesterday. So I divided everything into 3 piles, one thing that I would keep, one thing that I would give away, and one thing that I would sell. So for the selling pile, I'm going to put everything up on my Depop, which is at Ali Jansen, so please go check it out if you're interested. And for the ones I'm going to donate, I have 2 big boxes that I will give to the thrift store. So for the items that I kept, I all folded them in a vertical fashion by folding them into thirds. Like that when I open my drawer, every piece of clothing is visible and easily accessible. And it made so much more space. Before I can hardly even open my drawers, and now it opens so easily. I really love this method. So now that the clothes are done, the next thing I'm going to do is just kind of tidy up the rest of my room, because most of it is just stuff that is misplaced and a lot of presents that I received over Christmas, so I'm just gonna put them in the place where they belong, and I will move on to step 2, which is books. So most of my books are all here, and I'm not really a reader, so probably most of that is going to go away. I also have all my past school agendas and yearbooks and like traveling memories are mostly back there. So I'm just going to go through all of them and keep those that spark joy and discard those that don't. The next on the list is to organize papers, but most of my papers are already pretty organized. I use these portfolio things to divide them into different categories, so I don't have really much to clean up in that area, except for a couple papers that I had when I arrived back. So I'm gonna sort through that, and then the next thing to do is miscellaneous. So for sentimental items, I have a box that I still need to go through, and it's filled with most of stuff from my childhood, so mostly stuff from school and crafts and drawings I did when I was a kid. Well, most of my sentimental stuff are already sorted out. I have a box full of cards and also a little box with pictures, so I don't really need to go through much of those. And then I think I'm done. Give a full tour of my room and the before and after shots. And honestly, doing this method, the purpose of doing this for me at the beginning was to sort of change my habit of piling stuff, making a mess, then cleaning everything. And honestly, everything is so clean right now that whenever something gets out of place, I want to put it back right away. That really helped me in that area, so now my room is always clean, which is honestly the most rewarding thing out of this whole experience. And my room has never felt any more organized, so I feel so grateful for following through this method, and I highly suggest for everyone to do it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye!